Shalom, people. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Thank you for tuning into my channel, Ready for Africa with Los. About a month ago, a little over a month ago, packed up my bags, family, and we moved to East Africa, Tanzania to be exact. On my page, I try to post nearly every day. Doesn't always happen, but I try to give you a raw look at what Africa is truly like. And so in today's video, it's a throwback video that I posted, well, not posted, but made when I was in the U.S. So I hope it brings some encouragement to people. So with that, stay tuned. But one more thing, Madison has something she'd like to say.
Like and subscribe.
Shalom, peoples. How y'all doing? Just doing some thinking last night about these end times. And I was thinking, scripture, Revelations 18:4 tells us to come out of her, my people, that we be not partakers of her plagues. And that coming out of her is a physical coming out. And what does that mean? That means that we have to leave this place. Who is her? She is Babylon. She is America. The scripture tells us that we have to leave America. And who is he talking about? He's talking about my people. And people say, no, that's not what they're saying. It's saying something else. But you look at it, in these end times, we'll have three options. We got three options. You got one, you bug out. Okay, you go out, when the destruction happens, you go out and you live in the woods. Okay, think about that. Our people don't camp. We don't do that. And if we do, it's for a short period of time. And if you do bug out, you're gonna have to find a way to sustain yourself. You got to find food. You're not gonna grow enough potatoes to sustain yourself. So, and then you look at it, they're also they're injecting the animals with mRNA. And so if you catch an animal, which you shouldn't be eating in the first place, it's most likely to be contaminated.
Of Pfizer. It's called Zotis, Z-O-T-I-S. Do you know they've already mRNA injected 100 million wildlife in America? I guarantee you they're doing it to pets too. It's only mRNA technology, funded completely by Mark Zuckerberg and his wife's foundation.
Okay, so us staying out in the woods, living out in the woods, bugging out, is that really realistic? Nowadays they have robot dogs that can sense you out in the your infrared. They can sense you. They got robots that can sit on the top of a penny. It's like, so where are you really gonna go? Where are you really gonna bug out at where no one is gonna come get you? Okay, and then you got these people that say, okay, well, let's build our community out in the woods. Okay, do that. But what has America shown you about when we try to build? People are like, oh yeah, I'm building for our people. But if they destroy, Black Wall Street, Rosewood, and countless other places, what you think they're gonna do to your little log cabin establishment? Gonna burn it down, blow it up. So that's really not an option. Okay, so let's say you bug in. Say, okay, yeah, I'm bugging in. I ain't going nowhere. Okay, cool. You bug in. You got your stuff stacked up. But see, what you have to realize is, if you bug in, you have what's called diminishing resources. Your stuff is you're gonna run out. And then in the scriptures, in 2nd Ezra, it says that they're gonna be breaking into your houses with swords for the lack of bread. And so what does that mean? People are gonna be robbing you. Okay, so you say, okay, well, if they come, I got my guns too. Okay, so it's you, your family, your sons, your daughters, and let's say you get into a mix-up with those things, and let's say you unalive all five of them try to attack, you unalive all five. Okay, you survive, but all five of those people are connected to somebody, and when they get to looking for their folks, and they find them unalived in front of your home, what's gonna happen next time? And this time, instead of 5, it's 25. And so eventually, like the scripture says, they're gonna come into your home and they're gonna spoil your goods. This is what 2nd Ezra says. Okay, they come in, they spoil your goods. And so when it says spoil your goods, it's not just talking about your food. They may spoil your wife. They may spoil your daughter. They may spoil your son. They may spoil you. And then on top of that, there is proof. There's a book called The Delectable Negro. They may make you the Delectable Negro all over again. Okay, so you bug out. Can't do that. You bug in. Destruction happens according to the Bible. Or number 3, you flee Babylon. You do what the scripture says. You are Zechariah 2, 6 and 7 says, flee from the land of the north. Deliver yourselves. The scripture teaches us to deliver ourselves. But people are sitting around waiting on Abba to do it. And what does it mean to deliver yourself? Does that mean that you're doing everything? No. What it means is you put forth effort to leave out of here. And if you do that, Abba will help you with the rest. But we have to learn that we have to deliver ourselves, like the scripture says. There is no way that we can stay here. You're not going to be able to bug out. We don't camp. You're not going to be able to bug in, or if you do, they're going to spoil your goods for the lack of bread. That's what the scripture says. So we have to decide, are we going to put forth the effort, seek the Father, ask Him, ask Him. Now don't believe nothing I say, because hey, I could be wrong. Ask the Father, Abba Yahuwah, does come out of her mean come out? Does Babylon mean, this is America Babylon? We all know that. But sometimes, it's strange, we get to the point in the scripture where it says, come out of her, and now all of a sudden we don't know who Babylon is. It says flee from the land of the north, and now we don't know where the land of the north is. So yeah, Abba is going to help us get out, but it's going to be an individual work. It's work getting out of here. It's not just going to happen. We're not just going to sit up and just wait and all of a sudden we're out of here. No, it don't work that way. The scriptures don't work that way. There also a scripture in Revelations that says that a day, a loaf of bread is going to cost a day's salary. And I'll put that on the screen when I edit this. It's saying that a loaf of bread, and then the thing, but what the scripture's not telling you is that bread, that you work all day to get, that bread is chemically induced. That bread could be, it's made of a bunch of, it's not even real. That bread that you're going to work all day for, that while you're in Babylon for, that bread is actually going to kill you. But you're going to want it because you have nothing else. So we have
and put it in dog manure and make it taste like chicken McNuggets. Right now, we could drink strawberry soda, artificially flavored, and we read the ingredients on the can. We're not gonna find strawberries as an ingredient, but it smells like strawberry and it tastes like strawberry. Why? The chemicals. The chemical capital is in New Jersey. Chemicals for your ice cream, for your burgers, your cakes, for everything. These people can take those chemicals and put it in dog manure and make it taste like chicken McNuggets. These people can take.
I have no other. I see no other options. Come out of her. The scripture says it. Flee from the land of the north. Deliver yourselves, family. Look into it. Believe nothing I say. Go to the scriptures. Pray. Ask the Father. Ask him. And then on top of that, I was thinking if you bug in. Say you bug in, right? Okay. A lot of us got ailments. You got ailments. You're sick. You got problems. So we're dependent on these people that's gonna come and attack on a good day. When my body is not, when I'm in the best of health. No. Boys be sick as all get out and think they can get in a shootout and win. It's not gonna happen that way. There's no other option but to do what the scriptures say. Scripture says come out. The scripture says deliver yourselves. And that's what we have to do. Shalom, family. Love y'all. So what are your thoughts? Are you planning on bugging in? I'd love to hear your comments. Like and subscribe, follow. Love y'all.